So Beacon is at the forefront of engaging with an issue that is clearly ratcheting up the public health and wider population agenda across the North West, which I am, very, very pleased to say is clearly validated by this conference being oversubscribed. And I think that this is the largest post-COVID face-to-face conference of its kind that I'm aware of. And again, it's great to see you all here today. So moving on to the theme of the conference. International evidence indicates that gambling harms of one individual can negatively affect between 3 and 10 people, dependent upon the severity of the problem. I.e., the lower the severity, the lower the numbers affected. And the vast majority of these affected are individuals that I would say are framed within the family unit. However, paradoxically, the family unit can be both a risk and protective factor for gambling-related harm in a number of ways. In particular, the issue of intergenerational transmission of gambling behaviour from parents to children. So from whatever perspective we look at this issue, the family unit is central in many ways to the issue of gambling-related harm. And yet there is little research or application from a family perspective. Well, first, that we do know that the UK has the highest rate of family instability amongst the developed world. Each year in the UK, over 150,000 sets of parents split up. And that figure is up about 8% on the previous decade, costing about 60 billion. So let's ponder why. I'm sure each of you may say it's complex, but could one of these complexities be financial? The Oxford University report that came out a couple of years ago indicated that over 220,000 people in the UK spent over £1,800 a month on gambling, with additionally another 1.9 million people spending between 150 to 1,800 a month. Startling figures when you relate to the fact that the average disposable household income in the UK is less than £2,500 a month. So just let's hold on to that for a moment. Secondly, we know from various evidence sources that between 40 and 50% of individuals experiencing gambling-related harm directly report being the perpetrators of intimate partner violence in one form or another. And finally, because I really don't want today to be a day of statistics, we know from a recent report that approximately 160,000 children aged between 11 to 16 reported losing sleep at night because they're worried about an immediate family member's gambling. I and my team do not want to emphasise system deficits today. We want to help. And we want to help you to help others. And to concurrently to reduce public service costs, a challenge nationwide. I think we're all fully aware of that, through missed opportunities for early and appropriate intervention to prevent harm escalation. So how do we do that? Well, it's at the heart of today's conference. And two questions which I hope you may be pondering, but maybe not. Firstly, what would the whole family approach look like? Important question. And secondly, would it be led by Beacon? So let me take the second question first, because that's the easier one. Would it be led by Beacon? The answer is a clear no from me. It needs to be led by you. Every person in this room, from every group or organisation that works with any and every touch point within the community. And back to the first question. What does a whole family system, what does a whole family approach look like? Well, a whole family approach is in reality a whole system approach, which provides those population-wide, adults and children, disadvantaged and diverse groups, with the education, awareness, the tools and the support to set, plan and achieve their goals together at every touch point that the wider system engages within their life journey. When the whole system works together, this will enable the whole family to work together, to support each other's goals, aspirations, long-term change, and for stability and well-being to become a reality within the family unit. This is a mobilising local system strategy in action to take a whole family approach